Welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. This is my daily 2-card reading for Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024. I have been doing this 2-card reading where we look at the energy of the day and then the focus that we put into the day for almost 2 weeks. Well, 2 weeks now. This marks the end of our second week. And this also marks the last day that we're going to be working with the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. So I hope you've enjoyed this deck. I certainly have. I always enjoy it when I work with it. I just want to state that I think that divination through Oracle cards is a simple way for us to just be open to something new and messages from spirit or your soul, and a simple and easy way to look at kind of the liminal spaces where I think we learn the most, you know, where we're on the edge of, you know, we're not quite through the doorway to the room yet, but we're right on the edge and we're open to learning what's in the next room. So anyway, let's take a look at our reading for the day. Like I said, this is the last day we're working with this deck, and I sure have enjoyed it. I hope you have as well. So we're going to look at the energy and the focus of the day. So I invited my spirit guides and guardians, the spirit guides and guardians of the collective, the spirit guides and guardians of anyone who will watch this video, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, or next year. I truly believe that whenever you come to watch this video, there's something in it for you, some message, something that you can learn or take away. I ask that my spirit guides and guardians help me be a clear channel for this information, for myself and for you. So let's take a look at the energy for this day. Okay, here's our energy card. And then I'm trying to do these so in the camera so you can see. And there is our focus card. All right. So I'm going to read from these intuitively, and then I will read from the guidebook as well. Colette has beautiful decks that are full of the most divine information. So, all right, let's look at the energy that's coming at us for this day. So we have restriction. This is one of our sacred journey markers, and it kind of looks to me like someone's like a gate in our path, or someone's like, nope, crossing out what we've done. So this is kind of a cautious feeling. Not necessarily bad, but just restriction. It might mean that the energy that's been flowing at us, which we've been getting a lot of great energy. It feels like flow of divine energy coming in. It's just a little bit restricted, but that's okay, because, you know, sometimes we need to slow the river down. Just calm it a little bit so we can handle what's going on. So I don't necessarily see this restriction as a bad thing. Let's look at what she has written about this. Here we go. Restriction. This marker brings notice of a restriction in all things. You are in a prison of your own making, or at the mercy of that which is temporarily out of reach. You aren't able to move forward constructively at this time. Be patient, pay attention to the next right action, and sooner than you know, the prison doors will swing open and you will yet again proceed to a greater goal. For now, take this opportunity to rest, taking stock of where you are and from where you've come from. Asking, how did I get here? What am I not seeing? And what needs repairing? Once answers come, so does relief from the bondage of circumstances in mind. So this does look like a gate. She refers to it as a prison. But there is restricted energy coming at us for whatever reason. Like I said, maybe it's because we need to have our roll slowed down just a little bit, you know, like sometimes we've been cruising a little too fast and we need to pump the brakes a little bit. So I still think that this restriction might be a good thing, something to let us look around, look at what we've been missing, or something else that we need to focus on before we move on. Now, let's look at the energy that we're going to put into the day. That might help us kind of, or I mean, not the energy, but the focus that we're going to put into the day, help us understand the energy of restriction. So the card we have here is the deer. This is beautiful. And the words for it are gentleness and diplomacy. So this is good energy to come in. And maybe, you know, the way to get out of prison is to be diplomatic and gentle in your speech. Sometimes you can get more things with sweet talking than by throwing a punch, you know, I'm just saying. And deer are gentle, beautiful animals. I kind of look at this as, okay, we're just going to look at whatever this restriction is that we've been faced with, and we're going to be gentle, calm, kind, diplomatic about it, and then that gate's going to swing back open. We just need to not react with anger or upset, or maybe even sometimes our reaction is overt action. We just need to be calm. Let's look at what she says about this. When the deer appears, it's a reminder for you to step gently on the path, for you are walking into a time when gentle movements and diplomacy are required. The deer's strength is this quality. Make it your own and know that your steps are successfully assured. It's important that you be gentle with yourself as well, for you may be heading into a period where you are unsure of your footing or just coming out of a difficult situation. Blend your personal energy with the deer's energy of gentleness and diplomacy. Walk softly, and the way forward will be smooth. And remember, never mistake gentleness for weakness in yourself or in others. That's beautiful advice. It's telling us to be gentle, but that doesn't mean we're being weak. It just means that we're being cautious and diplomatic. And that's how we're going to face this energy of restriction. And then soon that restriction will, you know, pass. You know, sometimes, again, I still want to say, sometimes we need to be restricted so we can stop and take a different path. Maybe we weren't so gentle before. Maybe we weren't so diplomatic. And now we're given the opportunity to learn and do something a little bit differently to help move this restriction on. So I think this is a beautiful reading. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you connected with it in some way. I've really enjoyed our time with this deck. I'm kind of sad to see it go. I'm not sure what we're going to have for a deck tomorrow. I guess you guys might be as surprised as me because I have no idea right yet, but we'll see how that goes. Anyways, I would love to hear any comments you have about the deck, about the reading, any advice you have. If you're enjoying this, I'm grateful to you all for your views. My name is Stacy. Thank you for visiting Simply Liminal with me.